I first met Aida and Hrvoje in their apartment in Toronto. I had a great conversation with them. Their English was not as good as it is now, but we communicated very well, and they showed me their credentials and their background and what they'd done. And I talked to them about the opportunities that might exist in Fredericton for them. I felt that the region could really use some qualified string teachers especially, and it's always good to have other performing musicians come into the region too.
We've been in search for a new music teacher. She was really close, and she was highly recommended as well. So I was the first one to really start our family's tradition of going to the Tislers for music lessons.
Well, the first time I remember meeting them was my first violin lesson, and they had their old apartment house that was down the street from where they live now. And I went up the stairs into her little practice room, and I put my violin on her little bench, and I just started playing, and I was really out of tune. And she would just play keys on her piano with little stickers on them, and I'd try to match it.
The first time I met Aida would have been when I was about 5 years old. I started taking lessons from her, and it was up at Mem Hall at UNB.
We had started at the university a young musicians program. And the idea was that we would offer lessons with qualified people to people in the community, anybody that wished to have it. And so that's what I was able to plug them into, was that teaching arrangement. So they were available for individual lessons, for group lessons, and eventually we developed the orchestra system as well around them.
Hrvoje would teach me on different occasions, but the way that I got to know him the best was playing in the Saturday morning orchestra at the university, and he was the conductor for that. And actually, I remember one of the funniest things that I remember is when he would get a little frustrated with the orchestra, he would take his baton and throw it at the door, and it would stick right in, and that would make all the kids laugh, and they were right back to paying attention.
My time with Aida, it's really interesting because she is a music perfectionist. She'll always ask for more, and there'll always be something wrong because she has high standards. But when you do something right, and she's like, she praises you for it, it's an amazing feeling.
I would say that nobody has dedicated themselves more to quality music teaching than these two individuals have. They work incredibly hard. They'll work any hour of the day. They're relentless with making sure that the students achieve the goals that they think they're capable of. And their dedication to what they do is really, really quite astounding.
They go beyond the classroom. Beyond that, once you leave after your 1 hour lesson, it doesn't stop there, your connection to them.
She put in countless hours that she wasn't paid for to help us to prepare for the music festival and with the UNB music camps, and she would put on different concerts at different times of the year, and she would help us prepare for these.
Before a performance, before a festival, before an exam, they put in all the time that's necessary, and they got a lot of students, so they'll go from house to house, making sure that everybody is primed and ready for the performance.
They really act as a mentor through more than just music. They really guide you throughout your childhood until, in my case, till I was 18 years old.
Well, Aida's taught me to have a lot of patience because when I start playing something, I'm not that great at it and I get really frustrated. And Aida gets a bit frustrated too. But she has a lot of patience and I kind of just just calm down and we just work through it.
I have one violin student right now, and basically all I'm trying to do is emulate Aida the best I can.
They taught me to persevere. There were many times where I felt like quitting playing violin or just quitting at something in life, and Aida, she wouldn't have it.
There are skills that I've learned from her that will never leave me, and they're probably some of the greatest gifts a teacher can give their student.
Well, we were blessed that they chose this community. They could have gone anywhere in the world or anywhere in Canada, and they chose to come here.
I would say they've upped the ante in terms of the quality of student that now is really coming out of Fredericton. If you look at students Not all that go on to be professional musicians at all, but we have quite a few that have chosen that now as a route, and they've been very successful at university and beyond. And often they've started with the Tislers.
Congratulations, Aida and Hrvoje.
I can't thank you enough for what you've done for my family and a lot of other families in Fredericton. I can't think of any couple that deserves this award more than you do.
Congratulations, Aida and Hrvoje, for winning this award. And just thank you so much for all you've done for me as an individual and Fredericton as a community.
If anyone deserves this recognition, it is you two.
Thank you so much for all you've done for all of us.
Congratulations, Aida and Hrvoje. I'm happy for you. No one deserves this award more than you.
I'd like to congratulate both of you, Aida and Hrvoje, on this well-deserved award.